we faced once. It's close.
And you must be really pleased with the way your players carried on right until the end, and that took some nerve for you to score in the 99th minute.
Yes, I think because you score at the end, probably you have a better taste. Before the game, we wouldn't have signed this result probably. But it's true that I think there is a reward, because I think we've never given up. I think we've put a lot of pressure against Newcastle, and we had to wait until the end. But I think we've done more than enough to score that goal, and I think if we could have scored a little bit earlier, probably the run of the game was for us. Yes.
Did you feel you played well enough to get a win today? How did you feel the performance was?
I think it's difficult, because they told me probably the stats are for us in terms of we've created more and better chances and this, but it's true that they can say, okay, we were winning, so we didn't need to push. We were like defending our result. I've liked a lot of things about the team in terms of putting pressure. I think first half we haven't finished the things. We've had a lot of balls on the edge of the box, on the inside the box, where we haven't finished the plays. We haven't shot. We haven't actually. They punished us in the first goal because we don't finish it, and it's a clear chance. And I think second half we've been like more decisive. I think the goal from Cody, but also we put a lot more pressure. We create more set plays, more crosses, more things inside the box, And I think it's a reward. It's not a lot, 1 point, but at least it's something that is deserved.
Richard.
Hi, Andoni. Just in terms of the penalty itself, given the pressure on Dominic, how good a penalty was it? But also, Alexander Isak was a penalty taker for Newcastle and scored a lot of penalties here. Was it always Dominic who's going to take it, or was it a situation?
I think we have not even only Dom and Alexander. I think we have more very good specialists. Alexis also was on the pitch and is a very good penalty taker. Cody, we have a lot, but I think Dom showed the level. It's a almost impossible penalty to stop, and I was happy, obviously, because at the end we recover 1 point. I also think there is a clearer penalty before the Victor one to Victor again, but I think the referee whistles just before, so they cannot give it to you. But I think it was even more clear than the second one. And I'm happy also for Victor, because he has created problems to his opposition, and I think these players from the bench that can alter games are going to be important for us.
Paul Joyce.
Andoni, can you get your thoughts on the two Newcastle goals?
Yeah.
They were very similar straight down, but different at the same time, straight down with the pitch. That was a problem for Liverpool last season. What are you going to do? What was your thoughts on it first, and what will you do to try and solve that?
Yeah, it's not a big surprise. You face Newcastle, one of the fastest top lines in the league probably in terms of speed. I think, as you said, are different reasons why we consider both goals, even both are transitions. The first one, I think we should just finish the play. I think we create a great chance. I think it's 4v3. We are on the edge of the box and it's a clear situation to shoot. We decide not to shoot. We don't finish it properly. And then you have to give credit to Elanga, that wins the race. Second one, I think we had the numbers to defend it better. It's not like they caught us by surprise. First one, you can argue this. Second one, we had the numbers, but we don't defend it properly. We should compete for the first ball, probably even make a foul, be a little bit more aggressive against the ball carrier, because we had the numbers to defend it. You don't want to concede transitions. We've been preparing during the week for transitions, but this is football, and there's a reason why Newcastle are so good there. It's a shame for us, because I think we've controlled quite well overall the game, and we hadn't conceded too much. You always are going to concede, playing against Newcastle here, but they've been also very, 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 very good. When we've had these open spaces, you have to give credit to them also, yes.
Was it a difficult afternoon for Alex in many ways?
I think he expected a little bit, the atmosphere. I don't think has been a big surprise for him. I think he has tried everything. Has given us good positions on the ball. Probably has had a couple of situations to finish inside the box, but probably not the clearest that he wanted or we wanted. But I value that he has continued pushing all the game, fighting, and I think it's a good step for Alex for being the first game.
Two more, Beth, and then Paul. Going to be Paul follow up. Beth, if you're nothing.
Yeah, just going on from that about the midfield earlier, how do you, because it was a problem last season and your Bournemouth team exploited it.
Yeah, I remember.
How do you address that? Is it personnel? Is it coaching? How do you solve that problem?
I think it's just not personal, because there is I understand, no? You are telling me basically, no, Ryan Gravenberch is the 6 and is on the edge of the box, but if he shoots and he scores, we are telling, what a play from Ryan Gravenberch. So I don't want also to take this from his game, but we have to adapt as a team to these situations, and we have to know that these situations can happen. And I think second goal probably we deal better in terms of having the numbers to defend. We don't make the foul, go to the first challenge, probably reduce the distance with the ball carrier. So it's an incredible goal. Situations just not because one person is playing there. It's something that we have to correct between a lot of players. Yes.
Thank you, everyone.
Yes. Thank you.